Good morning. I'm Matt Larson, and thanks for joining me for Aspects of Songwriting, Segment 3. Today we're going to focus on the goals and what are some things you want to shoot for. It's really important as you begin the songwriting process. It can be a little daunting too if you begin to look at somebody who's written loads and loads and loads of hit songs. Suppose you're in your 50s and you've really decided, I really want to do songwriting and I'm interested in this process, but then you watch American Idol and you see all these people who are, young, very young, and you begin to think, well, I guess it's only for, 17-year-olds. Songwriting is only for them. So, or somebody like Taylor Swift. I mean, she's a great songwriter. But whatever age you are, whatever stage of life, it doesn't really matter. In the end, it matters what is it that you would like to get out of it. Now, if it's that you want to be a top 40 songwriter, then that's going to help you to direct yourself into, okay, if I want to do that, then I need to write these kind of songs, because for what's good now, for example, or what the listeners are into now. If you tried to write a song like that was a hit 40 years ago, it probably wouldn't make the charts today. So you're going to definitely want to be in tune. You're going to want to follow what songs are hot right now. You're going to want to follow the hot artists and those kinds of things. And depending on the genre, too. Somebody who's sweet in the R&B world probably wouldn't make it so well in the bluegrass world. So you want to be in tune with the type of music that you're going for, and particular writers. If there's a particular way, and you may find yourself that you naturally go into a certain type of writing. Maybe you write like James Taylor, just naturally, or maybe you listen to a lot of Stevie Wonder and you love the way that he does things, and you think, you know what, I want to write in that style. So you begin to analyze that. So that'll help set your goals, because then you'll say, okay, I'm going to listen to this type of music, and I found that I really like these writers. I'm going to analyze the things that they do. And ultimately, what is it that I want to accomplish? Maybe it's that you just want to be able to write a song for your grandma for her 82nd birthday, in which case you don't have to write a chart topper necessarily, because the significance isn't about it getting a lot of airplay. Or maybe you want to write a #1 song, where it'll be in the top 10, in which case you're going to have to, not only be able to write, you're going to have to learn how to network with individuals. Maybe you want to make it in the music business, in which case staying in a certain town in the country isn't where it's going to most benefit you in your career. And so you might want to go to Nashville or New York or LA or something like that. So again, it's just finding out what you want to accomplish. Just because somebody says, hey, this is what makes a really good song, that isn't always the case. It's very subjective, and just because somebody says this is how you should write doesn't mean that that's how you should write. So part of that is you thinking about what you want to accomplish. Now, with that said, that doesn't mean you shouldn't take input from other people. You should always be open to criticism. Some songwriting competitions can actually be a good way to get feedback from somebody who doesn't know you, and they're not concerned about your feelings necessarily. You might have a friend who says, oh, your stuff's incredible, it's amazing, and then you submit it to a songwriting competition where somebody's a very seasoned songwriter, and they say, this is the worst thing I've ever heard, and you're devastated. But that's because they tend to have more candor, speak candidly and openly and honestly about that, and your friends are more concerned about your relationship. So again, you want to take the time to write them down. Again, it'll help you to think about what it is that you want to accomplish, and then get you focused on those things. And again, don't set the bar so high that it's just ridiculous. Like, I'm going to write 20 songs a day for the next 4 years. Start off by saying, I'd like to write a song a month. I'd like to get a book about songwriting and read a chapter a week on it. There are a lot of great resources out there on the web and in print that offer some really excellent insights to the songwriting process. So I just would recommend you pick this up. But again, take 5-10 minutes after this, write your goals down, and stay focused, and we'll see you in the next segment. Again, this has been Matt Larson with Aspects of Songwriting, Segment 3, Goals. Have a great day. So, I see you come. You can't hide me. I'll take you out. 20 times. I show you my karate. You will die. Oh, you think you can hide me? Okay. Bring it on.